Hello YouTube, this is Bozidar Djelic, Deputy Prime Minister of Serbia, Minister of Science. Many open questions today in Davos, and I pick one, and that's to recognize that over the last decade, the growth of trade and the increase of investments, in particular towards emerging countries, have been very important factors in promoting democracy, social cohesion, and also taking large numbers of people out of poverty. That's something that happened to a large degree in Serbia as well, of course starting from a low base, and definitely looking at the situation today, the question is raised whether we can continue trading and we can continue having this engine of investment. Today and in the past few days, we have heard from leaders of the major countries many ideas of how to take us out of this difficult spot. It's heartening to hear leaders of Europe, leaders of India, leaders of Russia, China, many other countries saying that they are ready to do their part to promote economic growth. But the question is raised, how are we going to be able to promote social cohesion and a degree of strengthening of the institution of democracy with a smaller pie of investments? And shouldn't we avoid being trapped into a zero-sum game of everybody trying to outdo or to outcompete or to dump, in particular socially, on the neighbor? We believe, and I'll tell you from the vantage point of emerging Europe, that a solution is possible as long as the big blocks that have appeared over the last decade work together to make sure that there is no move on protectionism, to make sure that the Doha round is closed at the end of the day, and above all, to make sure that we find win-win solutions. The idea is not to close factories in Germany to open them in emerging Europe or to do the same thing in other countries. So more consumption in China, in other emerging nations, and then making sure that we continue trading together. One of the more important things where we need to provide mobility but also to find a common agreement is on talents. The demographic situation in the world is such that rich countries need young people, and the one type of young people they need most is educated people. But if those large countries end up absorbing entire swaths of elites from emerging countries, there will be no development in those countries, and at the end of the day, not enough consumptions to support the rich ones. So let's make sure that in the forthcoming war on talent, we also find a common language, the way that we need to find it in trade and investment. There should not be war on talent, there should be cooperation to make sure that the apportionment of talent is done the proper way all around the world. Everybody will be better off that way. And that's the message coming from the Balkans today.